Sonny, good morning to you. What temperature are we working with today?
It's about 45 right now, so this is nice. It's real nice out here.
Get the lotion out.
Warm up my first pitch.
Lotion for sure.
Sonny, it's so early. Go ahead.
No, I was saying we got off the airplane. We were in Miami. We started in Kansas City and then went to Miami. We got off the airplane. It was 32 degrees and sleeting rain with 2 foot of snow on the ground. And we're like, yep, we're doing this.
Well, you've got to look at your team for a couple weeks now, just from afar. What do you see so far? What's been working?
We just finding ways to win. That's pretty much it, I think. We feel really good with our staff, with our starters. We knew that going into spring that we had an opportunity and a chance to be a pretty good staff. And we're just trying to pick each other up, pick up where the other guy left off, and just continue to every day just get a little bit better on that side. Our defense is absolutely incredible, and we've just got playmakers all over the field. So. I do say it's a little more comfortable coming back to a place the second year. Last year we were good and we had a lot of chances and opportunities, but I can feel it's a little more comfortable. Everybody's kind of familiar with everyone now, and it's that second year is a lot more comfortable.
Sonny, you mentioned the staff, and I read that you had going into spring or throughout spring that there were conversations that I feel like maybe the correct word is lobbied to let you and your staff mates pitch deeper into games this season. What were those conversations like during the course of the spring?
It wasn't. I don't think it was. I think it's just a mindset, right? Like it's just as a staff, it's just a mindset that I think is important for a starting staff to have. I think you don't want to. I don't think you should ever want to give up the ball. I don't think it's. I mean, you should. I think you should fight for yourself. You should fight for your team. You should want the ball in your hand for as long as possible. And I think it's just a mindset more than anything. You just create a mindset of, this is my game. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to from the first inning to the last inning. This is my game. So I think just creating a mindset of it's your game. Don't be content with going and throwing 4 innings, 5 innings, and walking off the field and calling it a good day. Get deep into the games and continue to attack guys. And I don't know. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me is creating that. Starting to create that early.
Sonny, I want to dive in on your pitching a little bit. Eric Nays, researcher to the Stars here, is telling me that you're kind of abandoning your heater a little bit. I think for me, when I watch you, I think it's an embarrassment of riches. You can spin the ball as good as anyone in the league. Your two-seamer can run as much as you want it to run. Is this a conscious effort to go away from the fastball and spin it a little bit more? And on the jumping off that, are you a guy that, because it's got to be tough to command all that stuff. Are you a guy that wants your catcher setting up down the middle and letting it kind of move off the plate? Like, tell me what you're thinking on the bump.
I don't think it's just like a conscious thing of like, hey, I'm going to not throw my fastball, because I think when I'm at my best, I'm throwing convicted fastballs, and when I'm throwing my fastballs, I'm taking care of my fastball and I'm putting it in the right spots. Am I a guy that's going to go out and throw 60% fastballs? Probably not. Was I at one point in my career? Probably. So I've added the cutter, and I've actually started throwing a changeup this year as well. So it's kind of like, now throwing a couple of different pitches. You just basically have a plan of how you're going to attack a right-handed pitch, or how you're going to attack a right-handed hitter, and how you're going to attack a left-handed hitter. And it's kind of like as simple as that. Like, what am I going to do against a stock righty? Yeah. Like, what are my strengths? What am I going to do? What am I going to do against a stock lefty? This is how I'm going to attack a left-handed hitter. This is how I'm going to attack a right-handed hitter. And then through scouting and through your preparation for the start, you can find some outliers of, okay, this right-handed hitter is okay. I match up my strength with his strengths, and if my strengths are where his weaknesses are, okay, go do you. there's maybe
Sonny, you're
one or
blowing
two.
Robert Flores' mind.
That sounds so.
He just thinks you grip it and rip it, baby.
Sonny, I love that explanation because it's really a window into how complicated this game is for everyone, especially pitchers. I mean, that's remarkable.
It's fun for me. I mean, that's pitching. I think that's. I think it's a combination of pitching and then competing and how they kind of just mesh together. It's like, you know, you got to know yourself so well, but then you got to know who your opponent is, and then you kind of just blend it all together. And I mean, that's pitching to me.
Oh my goodness, master class at 9:45 in the morning. Loving this, Sonny. I want to ask you a question. You lose a batting champion. You make the trade to Miami, and you get Pablo Lopez back. Yeah. You talked about your staff. Tell me what you've seen so far in his first couple of starts.
He's disgusting. He's filthy. I've learned so much. I've learned so much from just watching him in 2 starts. I never. I mean, to be honest with you, I never really watched. I watched a couple highlights of him, but I never watched Pablo pitch a game. I mean, I don't get a ton of Marlins games on the TV. I never. I mean, I'm just being honest.
You're not locking in on a Marlins game.
So I never really got to watch him, and then getting to spend time with him in spring. But then that was even short because he went and pitched in the WBC. So I got to watch him pitch there on TV. But now being around him and just watching how he goes about his days, and it's he is absolutely nasty. Y'all got me here early this morning, so I think this is the first time all the spring, all the season, I actually beat him to the field. I mean, it's like you got a 1 o'clock game. He's sitting in his locker at 8 o'clock, full go. Shoes, socks, pants, everything.
Full metal jacket.
He's ready to go.
I walked into spring training. It was
amazing.
5 a.m.
And he was ready.
He was sitting there 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, don't sleep
Get there
on
at
your
7
full
and he's
metal
worked out,
jacket.
sweat.
Sonny, don't sleep on your full metal jacket. I mean, you got getting after it. You go no shirt underneath sometimes, which I think is unbelievable.
I'm bringing that back. Bring
that back.
Isn't there chafing involved, Sonny, when you go no undershirt?
Nah, you just put a couple Band-Aids over there. You'll be all right.
Oh, okay. All right, so if you're doing that, we get a little quirky on this show. And in 2019, have you ever seen 50 Shades of Grey?
I've never seen it, but I heard a lot about it.
50 Shades of Sonny Gray.
I had you dialed in as like a sex symbol with the red room and the whip and the whole skit.
Love that.
All right, loves it.
Try to get my wife to put that book on the nightstand every now and then just to see what happens.
Hoping for the best.
There you go. Just try to, drop some hints. Nothing wrong with that, Sonny.
What are you getting into? Biscuits and gravy in there? Coffee?
No, I'm more of like a breakfast sandwich guy. I like just sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich or like a breakfast burrito. I think they're calling my name here in about 10 minutes or so.
Well, Sonny, we appreciate you getting up early. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. Congratulations on your early season success, and best of luck moving forward.
Sweet. Thank y'all. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
I like him.
How could you not?